Hi everybody, it's Barbara and I'm just going to do a little photo layout share from the album retreat from Close to My Heart. As many of you know, Close to My Heart will be closing its doors, and so this is the very last album retreat. I have one more to go because I'm a little behind on one that I never got to, and so I will be working on that hopefully this week. But here are the very, very beautiful layouts that came from this album retreat, and it's very sad that it's the last one. But so here is My Heart is Full, and I believe, trying to think, I think it was our paper pack that we had last month, Sweet Memories, that most of this is made from. That will probably be available. It's probably already available on our website, on my website, so you can check that out. But anyway, the only thing different I did on this one is they wanted to have white dashes around the outside. I didn't like that look. I don't like to do the dashes very often. So instead I just did some dry embossing with my scoreboard or my trimmer. I don't know if that's showing up. It's pretty dark, but that added some nice texture around, and it also helped me place these pages directly in the center. So really loved that. And this was supposed to be a kind of a flip up thing with more photos underneath. I didn't need that many, so I just left it this way instead. They did a lot of kind of pull-outs and that type of thing. I'm not into those so much because I don't like to have to cut my page protector. I feel like it kind of weakens the page protector, and so I just kind of skip those parts and just do it regular way. So this one is Timeless. Look at this color scheme. I mean, so pretty. I love it. Absolutely love this color scheme, especially. We did a lot of the putting color on the paper behind with a brush or a foam tool and your inks, and that really adds something, I think. They kind of had it wherever they wanted to highlight something. So this whole thing here, that decoration's kind of highlighted this way. A lot of times it's for the titles and stuff, but I love it. That is so pretty. A lot of stamping on these too, you're gonna see. This might be my favorite one just because it was so bright and springy, and you know, we just need that this time of year. But I just, the colors look fantastic. Living in the moment, simple pleasures, all great words to use on this. I do not have any photos because my kids are coming this weekend, and I am limited to the amount of space that I have here in my my guest room, and didn't want to get all of my stuff out that I normally have out, so my photo printer wasn't out. But I am going out to a retreat a week from this weekend, and I'll be putting all photos onto these because it's very important not to just make the layouts, right? So very bright and springy there. Next one, this Carefree. I did a little spraying afterwards on this because I have so many different colored sprays by many different companies and stuff. So I put some spray on this afterwards. And Close to My Heart has some sprays too, but I think they might be all gone at this point. But I love that. And then I did, there's a lot of, there was 3 embossing folders that came with this kit that we did, and so there's a lot of kind of embossing on these. Hopefully you can see that. 3 cute little ones, and they're just like little 4x4, I think, which was something new for them, and they really worked out beautifully because most of theirs are usually the bigger size, but these were fantastic. And then I just love the way I sprayed all over it. Also more dry embossing. If you can see, all of this is dry embossed. I love that texture look. Heartfelt Memories. This one has pockets, a little for your journaling, like that. I think that's cute. So that will have to be cut, or I'll just leave it in the page protector, and somewhere down the line, if my kids keep any of these once I'm gone, you know, they can just reach in the page protector and pull that journaling out too. But again, another beautiful color scheme, a little spray on it. And this one, though, you would think looks busy, but it actually didn't. I was worried about stamping these hearts behind, but it actually, I think it looks pretty nice. especially when I get those photos on. Another real springy layout here. They gave us dies, and this die is extremely popular right now. It just came out. We sold out, but it's supposed to be coming back, and it has so many different shapes on it. It's fantastic. I think everything that you see here that looks like it was cut with a die was cut from that one set. So it was actually. So Live and Learn, beautiful. And then Amazing Life here. Again, a different color combination, all from that same paper pack though. They might have thrown in the mix into it. I'm not sure, possibly, but there's a lot of cardstock use here. You can see more of this dry emboss folder bit there, and on the flowers, use those dry emboss flowers. And then behind, I did the dry embossing on my scoreboard. Adds texture. It's beautiful, because sometimes there's just too much white. You know, and I never like that look of the white behind. So when you do this dry embossing like this, you're gonna really break that up, and it's not gonna look like there's all this empty space, you know. So that's and if you don't have a scoreboard, just use a dry embossing tool and the groove that's on your trimmer, and that will work too. And this turned out beautiful, simple and sweet. And then this one was really cool. So they cut out this big hexagon, and then we decorated it with strips of paper, some of them stamped, and trimmed it off all the edge. And then I popped the whole thing up, did some of the inking in the back there and down here. And look at that look. I mean, awesome. And two photos on there. You could have put 2 4x6s if you're into the bigger photos. And then this, I just popped up everything of these little, I think they called them leaves, but it looks more like a petal to me. So, and then there'll be journaling here. So a lot of stamping on these pages. Yes, you can use stamping on your scrapbooking pages. All right, and this one's called Days Well Spent. Journaling's gonna go down here. Did the dry embossing, but sanded it with sandpaper to make it stand out on these pieces here. Stamping in between. So cute. Look at that, and that rainbow. This was a fantastic exclusive stamp set just for the album retreat. I don't know if when they start liquidating that they may have some extras of those stamp sets, or I'm not sure. But that was a really awesome stamp set that we got to use. And then here's the last one, and this one turned out pretty. Now, I did do something just a little bit different on this. This was supposed to be this stamp set here. They wanted you to go across this and make these the roofing with this stamp set, and I thought, oh, I can do better because I'm gonna just pull out my little Cricut Joy, and I'm gonna cut some scalloped lines and overlap them, and that was gonna make it even cooler. Plus, I don't like to have to stamp and try to match up the edges. And this is a short stamp, so I would have had to make sure it was accurate all the way across many times over. This was so much easier to just cut it out on the Cricut there. And I think that turned out beautiful. So hope you like my little album share, and it truly was an entire album worth of pages. So I'm going to go put those in an album and get my photos on them. So have a great day, everybody.